Next up, we have the comedy stylings of one of our leaders, Sarah Freemore, ladies and gentlemen.
You guys having a good time? Yeah! Okay, I guess I'm holding this. Or talking like this. Thanks for the support, back row. So you guys ever wondered what would happen if some of these youth actually were the ones who wrote the Bible? I bet it would say things like, instead of God creating the world in 6 days and resting on the seventh, he would have just procrastinated and pulled an all-nighter on the sixth night, don't you think? Last supper would have been eaten the next morning cold. These kinds of things. Cain killed Abel because they shared a room, So, in the Bible, they talk about the children of Israel crossing the Red Sea, right? Yeah. Okay. I just realized I forgot something, but that's okay. I can just laugh. And so, the children of Israel crossed the Red Sea, right? Yeah. They beat up the Philistines. They built the temple. They, what else did they do? Fought the Egyptians, fought the Romans. They're always doing something, right? Have you ever wondered what the grown-ups were doing the whole time? Yeah. This is where that thing I forgot would come in handy. Some of you know what it is. Okay. So, teenagers get their driver's license, right? Some of you have teenagers getting their driver's license, their temps. Well, I heard this story about this 15-year-old boy who's getting his temps, and he walked up to his dad and said, Dad, I want to talk to you about car privileges. And his dad says, okay, well, son, you get your grades up, and you study the Bible a little more, and get a haircut, we'll talk. So about a month later, the son comes up to him again and says, Dad, I was wondering if we could talk again about car privileges. And his dad says, yeah, I've actually been really proud of you, son. Your grades have really gone up, and I've noticed you in your Bible all the time. I'm just so proud of you, but about the haircut. And he's like, yeah, Dad, I know. I just, Samson, he had long hair, and Moses, Noah, Jesus, Dad, Jesus had long hair, and, without Miss Nabita's dad just says, yeah, they walked everywhere they went, so. Thanks. So these are some things you might never hear in church, or very rarely anyways. Hey, it's my turn to sit in the front row. I was so enthralled, I never even noticed your sermon went over 25 minutes. Personally, I find door knocking to be much more enjoyable than golf. I volunteer to be permanent Sunday school teacher of the 2s and 3s. Pastor, we'd like to send you to this Bible seminar in the Bahamas. Okay. So, have you guys noticed recently that church signs are getting really kind of pushy? Like they're really trying to get their message across in like a quick one-liner kind of a thing. So I have a top 10 list of church signs here. So number 10, under the same management for over 2,000 years. Number 9, now open between Easter and Christmas. Number 8, my way is the highway. God. Number 7, church parking only. All others will be baptized. Yeah, exactly. Having trouble sleeping? We have sermons. Come hear one. Not really sure what they're trying to get across there. Be an organ donor. Give your heart to Jesus. This one's kind of long, but if you can bear with it. It'd be a lot to read when you're driving back. Number 4, come work for the Lord. The work is hard, the hours are long, and the pay is low. But the retirement benefits are out of this world. Christian is B1. Number 2, Kmart isn't the only saving place. Number 1, if you don't like the way you were born, try being born again. So Christians, it's kind of a well-known fact somehow. It's gotten around that Christians really like potluck dinners. I know we don't do them too many here in Living Light, but Christians and their potluck dinners. So I was thinking, how can we spiritualize these things more so that people know if they're going to a Christian potluck dinner or just, your run-of-the-mill potluck dinner. So I thought, well, what if we spiritualize the names of the dishes that we bring? We could bring things like mozzarella cheese sticks. Or soar on buffalo wings like eagles. Or like a beef in the night. Abraham burgers, Simon pita bread and hummus, Toby mac and cheese, Caesar Augustus salad, Jonah and the kale. I could see the Snyders bringing that. Corn again. That's gotta be my favorite. Corn again. How great's thou tart? And you wash it all down with a big old glass of Trinity. Bulletin blooper. Has anyone witnessed a really good bulletin blooper? Yeah. So, whether a word is missing a letter, or whether a sentence is missing a word, or there's just somehow an oversight of what it's actually saying in the sentence. These are some of my personal favorites. Scouts are saving aluminum cans, bottles, and other items to be recycled. Proceeds will be used to cripple children. It's a really worthy cause. Ushers will eat latecomers. So, you want to get here on time? For those of you who have children and don't know it, we have a nursery downstairs. The pastor will preach his farewell message, after which the choir will sing, "Break forth into joy!" Due to the pastor's illness, Wednesday's healing service is canceled. The 8th graders will be presenting Shakespeare's Hamlet in the church basement on Friday at 7 p.m. The congregation is invited to attend this tragedy. At the evening service tonight, the sermon topic will be, "What is Hell?" Come early and hear our choir practice. Don't let worry kill you off. Let the church help. A bean supper will be held on Tuesday evening in the church hall. Music to follow. The choir invites any member of the congregation who enjoys sitting to join the choir. Sitting, yes. Let's see. Please join us. Please join us as we show our support for Amy and Alan in preparing for the birth of their first child. Please place your donation in the envelope along with the deceased person you want remembered. And then finally, this being Easter Sunday, we will ask Mrs. Lewis to come forward and lay an egg on the altar. Thank you, Receive!
Judges?
I think you just invented a new form of torture. You had me at beef in the night. Now I'm really hungry. Yeah, I'm really hungry.
If that performance was an avocado, it would make the best guacamole I've ever had.